the man of the moment. A hat-trick in his last game. Can he continue that red-hot form? It's live next on EA TV. Well, nights like these are just what you hope for as a spectator. A warm welcome. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me in the commentary box, providing expert analysis, is Stuart Robson. And we're very much looking forward to bringing you league action today. Stuart, your expectations?
Thanks, Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, hitting the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Hopefully, we get a really good game here.
Well, as far as the visitors are concerned, this is an exceptionally leaky defence. And Stuart, something they're going to have to address.
Well, I just can't see how they keep a clean sheet today. At times this season, they've been shambolic at the back. The distance between the defenders has been far too big, and therefore they're too easy to play against.
This is the lineup for the home team. Ederson between the posts. Benjamin Pavard plays alongside Manuel Akanji in central defence. Kevin De Bruyne plays alongside Mateo Kovacic in central midfield. And rather than use a strike partnership, they've gone with just the one player in attack. And here's the starting 11 for Salford City.
Well, on paper, it's down as a 4-5-1, but for me, it's more likely to be a split midfield, with 3 supporting the front man and 2 sitting that little bit deeper as defensive cover.
And the game begins. Takefusa Kubo. Decides to shoot. Able to close down the shot. Put in by De Bruyne. Well, a bit short with the clearance. Really good piece of goalkeeping there. Over the touchline for a throw-in. Rashford. Cutting in. Well, the fans want to see a shot. Element of risk there, but he's won the ball. Viet. Well, they're on the scent of something positive. Wonderfully weighted pass. Well, it looked like it might lead to something very positive indeed, but a useful interception. Good physical play. Walker. Takefusa Kubo. Well, using the space really well, but now can they push on? Clattered away. Putting it wide from there. A pity, really. Well shown inside. That was going in.
Please report to the main gate to meet.
Good idea. Now he's got to stay calm. In it goes! The goal for 1-0, and that changes the dynamic.
Well, here it is again, and the pace in which they break forward is devastating. It's so hard to defend against, and when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
So the match has restarted, 1-0 here. Rashford couldn't keep it. Ikoma Luis Openda. The fans want to see a shot. Well, not the easiest of saves, but you'd expect him to stop it. And taken short. Hernandez. And the keeper making sure that there were no scraps to feed on for the attackers. Granit Xhaka. Diaz. The cross is on. Could be threatening. Oh, that's a solid piece of defending when it looked as though it might go wrong for them. Plenty of support here. Could be! Oh, my word! There's excellent timing for you. What a challenge. Rashford. Saka. Now Haaland. A very timely interception. Rashford. Bukayo Saka. And making his move inside. And a goal! They're going to take some stopping now. 2 in front here.
Well, let's take another look. And wow, how cleanly does he hit that? The keeper was never going to save it. What a good goal that is.
So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0.
Granit Xhaka.
Ikoma Luis Openda. Can they create something from here? Well, he's certainly not alone. Takes aim! There it is! A goal to reduce the arrears and give them hope that they can turn this round.
Well, as you can see, he hits this with so much power, but just look at the follow-through. So athletic. That's a dynamic strike.
So there we have it, 2-1. Incisive pass. Erling Haaland! Well, what a stop that was. And the referee will go back now to the earlier incident. Yellow card it is. Seemed to switch off for a moment, and now a throw-in. Well, getting very close to the half-time interval, and it's a narrow lead for the visitors to this point. Stuart, how would you assess what we've seen?
Well, it's been a good watch so far. Both sides have tried to play on the front foot, but they do look more threatening in the attacking areas. And in my view, they deserve to be in front.
And the electronic board delivers the news. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Great defending. De Bruyne. Can he get them level? Well, there it is. Can you believe this? From 2 down, they now find themselves level.
Well, just look at the setup here. It's such a clever back heel. And then the shot is emphatic. He strikes it with such power, the keeper has no time to react. What a good finish.
And with that, the first half draws to a close. So back underway, and an intriguing second half in prospect. It's a promising attack launched by De Bruyne. Can he give them the advantage? Oh, it's astonishing! One of the greatest comebacks you're ever likely to see. And now the question is, can they see this out?
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. And then what a strike. That's hit with such ferocity. Certainly no stopping that. That's a great goal.
Three-two it is. Who would have predicted that before a ball was kicked? Wirtz. Holland. Long way out this. Well, good clean catch by the keeper. Kevin De Bruyne. A bit scruffy with the ball, Kovacic. Wirtz. This looks more than decent. Well, not a million miles away from the equaliser.
Well, he couldn't quite get it on target, but at least they're making chances now.
Rashford. Mateo Kovacic. Excellent defending. Holland. And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence. Breaking at pace. Well, they seem to be onto something positive, but it faded away. Holland. Might be a chance here. And a goal! Real excitement here. The equaliser.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace on the counter-attack. They were so quick to break out from their defensive positions. And then Haaland finishes it with such quality. Just look how much power he hits this with. It's a top-class goal from a top-class player. Well, they needed that, and so did he. Just look at the manager's relief there.
Well, they've restarted the game, and it's 3 apiece.
Erling Haaland.
Kubo. Well, they're moving the ball neatly enough. Just looking for that decisive pass. Bukayo Saka. Diaz. And Diaz has it. Able to skip past his man. Plays it back. Takes it on. Well, he didn't miss by very much at all.
Substitution for the visitors. Coming off the pitch, number 9, Erling Haaland. Coming onto the pitch, number 10, Kylian Mbappe.
Rashford unable to hold it. 20 minutes to go in this one. Oh, good-looking run. De Bruyne. And back with Rashford. Saka. Now, options are plenty. Well, didn't go to plan in the end. Mateo Kovacic. Cristiano Ronaldo. Released it nicely. Marcus Rashford. Here's Kovacic. How can they nudge in front late on here? Opportunity! Well, somehow the goalkeeper got to it. And now a corner. Can they take advantage of it? But he's gone short with it. De Bruyne. Well, not troubling the goalkeeper at all there.
And from that sort of distance, you should be troubling the goalkeeper. Technique let him down there.
Both substitutes who've been getting ready will come on at the same time. Saka. Here's Mbappe. And a goal at this stage could be decisive. Must take the lead here. Can they cover up? Oh, they've done it! They've forged ahead, and it might be the goal that gives them victory.
Well, let's take another look, and it's not good enough defensively. They're slow to react, don't get tight enough, and don't deal with the situation. And there's the outcome.
Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider. Luis Muriel. Mateo Kovacic. Well, late in the game here, they know what they need, and that's an equaliser. And a little too close to the keeper in the end. Luis Diaz. And the referee has deemed that an additional 4 minutes are in order. Running room in the wide position. Can he finish them off? Might still be able to do a bit of damage. Walker gets in the way. And holding on to it at the second time of asking. Luis Muriel. And so the final whistle here. The visitors come out on top, Stuart.
Well, as we spoke about ahead of the game, they do struggle defensively, and that was...
The man to watch. 3 goals in 3 games, and you can't argue with that. We're live on EA TV. And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. My name is Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board to provide all the analysis is Stuart Robson. And what we've got on the menu is potentially absorbing league action. It's Gillingham, and they take on Wrexham.
Well, thanks, Derek, as always. The scene is set, 2 good teams, great playing surface.
And not cleared away properly. Now play stopped. It is a free kick. The lineup then for the hosts. Alisson gets the nod in goal. Marquinhos plays alongside Ruben Dias in central defence. Joshua Kimmich plays alongside Bruno Fernandes in central midfield. And the striker today is Victor Osimhen. In a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. And here's the Wrexham starting lineup.
Well, they're playing in a 4-5-1 formation, which is set up to counter-attack at play.
Well, the keeper has outdone himself. Wonderful save. It's a short corner. Promising position, this. And the goalkeeper covered a lot of ground to push that away from danger. And you don't want to lose possession there. And there it is, 1-0. Their efforts have been rewarded. And look at the celebrations.
Well, look at the finish here. He's just eased that beyond the keeper. That's a good goal, you have to say.
So underway again here, 1-0 the score.
Emergency exit. Please return to your vehicle and move
Greenwood.
as soon as possible. Thank you.
And support available. Joshua Kimmich. Happy to shoot. And the keeper there to deal with it. Joshua Kimmich with the corner. And well positioned to clear. And the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Oh, might be. And a goal! They've increased their lead, and they don't want to be throwing it away from here.
Well, just look at this again. The speed of counter-attack is so impressive, and when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
So back underway with the scoreline standing at 2-0. Eder Militao. Now with Bellingham. Determined defending. superb block. Carvajal. Has eyes for goal. What a save. And played in by Kimmich. Still not clear. Marquinhos. Is this the moment? And fine goalkeeping. The corner from Kimmich. And the problem not completely solved. Really good, strong tackle, and it'll be a throw-in. Joshua Kimmich. Well, taking into account all the stoppages, 3 minutes to be added on. Kimmich. Will he shoot? The fans hope so. Well, this would help them get back into the game. And oh, it's in! We cannot declare this contest over. They still believe.
Well, here's the replay. He does well to find that bit of space in the box, and then he shows a lot of composure to finish it off. That's a good goal.
And there it is, the half-time whistle. Well, he's been the standout for his side so far, don't you think, Stuart?
Yeah, he's done okay in that first half. He's had a lot of the ball, he's used it well, and he's been energetic. But unfortunately, that can't be said about the rest of the team, who need to improve if they're going to turn this around.
Well, they've got things going again here, and I wonder what kind of second half we have in store for us. Rudiger. Bellingham. And the ball with Alphonso Davies. Kane. Here's Vinicius Junior. Element of risk there, but he's won the ball. Declan Rice. And defensive play to be applauded. Eze. Plenty of support here. Osimhen. Oh, big chance. And a goal! My goodness, they've changed the course of this game. Level now.
Well, here it is again. The through ball is wonderfully executed. And then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
So back underway, dead level, 2-2. Rafinha. Promising pass. It comes to nothing in the end. Played into the centre. And he clears the danger. He has teammates around him. Just couldn't get it through. .20 minutes to go.
Well, as you can see, he beats the defender so easily with a change of pace, and then it's a decent finish. That's a very good goal, you have to say.
Well, neutrals are getting their money's worth. 3-2 in this match. Harry Kane. They've given it away. Bruno Fernandes has it. Now with Kimmich. Osimhen. Declan Rice. Rafinha. Well, still time for them to level it. Kane! Foiling his opponent completely. Well, shortly we'll hear the final whistle. The home side with the lead. Stuart, what have you made of this?
Well, it's been great entertainment, and we've seen some excellent attacking football. But overall, I think they've been the better team. They've certainly had the greater cutting edge. Now they just need to see this out.
Oh, sorry, Stuart, look at this. Still alive. Oh, a goal! An equaliser in the closing stages.
Well, as you can see, the first save is a good one, but they can't react quickly enough to the second ball. The keeper's a bit unlucky, really.
And so the final whistle is sounded. At the end of the game, the team's not to be divided. From the point of view of the hosts, how did they fare?
Well, Derek, it's a horrible feeling when you concede so late in the game. They thought they had the game won, but a lack of concentration has cost them dear here.
Well, he did contribute, but over the piece and on balance, needed to offer a bit more. Cameras trained on one man. Will he add to his total of 4 goals from his last 3? This is EA TV. Welcome everyone on a perfect night for football with the floodlights beaming down. I'm Derek Ray at the microphone, and joining me for match commentary is Stuart Robson. And we're very much looking forward to bringing you league action today. It's Ike Athens, and they take on Huddersfield Town.
Thanks, Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, hitting the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Hopefully we get a really good game here.
Well, you never quite know who's going to emerge from the shadows and become a match winner, but this man might be a decent shout. What are you expecting to see from him, Stuart?
Well, Derek, I'm sure he's going to score another goal today because he's got 4 in the last 3 games. He's a player full of confidence, and every time he makes a forward run, he looks as though he's going to get in behind. He's in outstanding form at the moment.
This is the lineup for the home team.
Well, they're going to play with 2 wingers here, but I'm just a little bit worried that the centre forward could become isolated. Therefore, the midfield players need to get forward as much as possible in this 4-3-3 shape.
And so the initial 11 for Huddersfield Town. James Maddison starts alongside Nicolo Barella in the centre of midfield. And rather than use a strike partnership, they've gone with just the one player in attack. And so the match is underway. He continues his run. And that's how to do it inside your own penalty area. That's a lovely ball. Pereira. Real chance. There it is, the opening goal of this match, and what a start they've made.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And from there, he never looked like missing. That's a lovely goal.
And back underway, 1-0 it is. And a chance to whip it in here. Really good build-up, but no end product. Lamela. Damian Szymanski. Good use of the ball as they look to extend their lead. Martial. In it goes! Delighted to be 2 in front. Things look good for them now.
Well, here's the replay, and he shows great awareness to play this through ball. And the movement is good, making for a comfortable finish. It's a really great goal.
And the ball is moving again. 2-0 is how it stands. And in the right position to make sure it didn't go all the way through. Plenty of forward momentum here, but can they produce? That is how to keep it out of the net. Giving the ball to the opposition that time. Good ball over the top. Good idea. Can he finish? In it goes! To alter the arithmetic and give them hope that they can turn this round.
Well, here it is again. The through ball is absolutely inch perfect. And when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
Well, back underway as we reflect on the goal that's made it 2-1. Szymanski. Danger averted. Intercepting it intelligently. Well, on the cusp of the half-time interval, and it would be wrong to say that they're really enjoying this away day, up to this point anyway, Stuart.
Well, it's been a good game so far, and they've played a big part in that. But if they are to get back into this, they need to be more disciplined defensively. They've just been too open at times.
This could square the game, and that's exactly what has transpired. Now, that could be a massive turning point, and momentum is with them.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. And his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
So back underway, the game having been squared at 2-2. Lamela. Lamela. Oh, genuine chance. Oh, good save. So the whistle then. We're at the halfway stage in this match. Well, we don't often say this, but I think it's fair on this occasion. A muted performance from Phil Foden, Stuart.
Well, as the touch match shows us, he hasn't posed much of a threat so far, and that's down to a couple of things. Yes, the service hasn't been great, but his movement hasn't been good enough today.
And so the second half gets underway. Almost a case of the two teams saying to each other, whatever you can do, I can do just as well. Gyökeres. Phil Foden now. Barella. And players waiting in the centre. Might go ahead. It's in! And this really takes your breath away. A comeback and a half.
Well, here's the replay, and you see it was a good finish. But the keeper at his near post has to do a lot better. He's got to have that near post covered for me.
Well, back underway, and a glut of goals here. 3-2. Anthony Martial. Oh, it might be. And a goal! An end-to-end game, and they weren't behind for long.
Well, here's another look, and you can see what a good finish this is. He holds off the defender brilliantly and keeps his composure. That's a great goal.
Underway again. We can't complain about a lack of entertainment. 3-3. Plenty of support here. Çalhanoğlu. Can't miss, surely. And a goal to re-establish their advantage. Just look at the celebrations.
Well, here's the goal again, and it's a great ball to put him through. Good vision to set up the chance, and then the finish is fairly simple in the end. That's a good goal.
Well, how about this? 4-3. Pereira. The attack continues. They're making considerable progress. Chance here. The save was a good one. Playing it in. And he couldn't take advantage of the chance. Pereira. Very alert defending to cut off the supply. Chance maybe to use their counter-attacking ability to good effect. And he's in. And it's there for him. And a goal! Another one! Two in quick succession. No wonder they're celebrating.
Well, let's see this again. This is counter-attacking football at its very best. And when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
Scoreline we see all that often, 5-3. Good looking move. In position. Oh, good work by the keeper. Lamela on corner kick taking duty. Oh, a goal! And that wasn't part of the plan. An own goal it is, and no wonder his head is slumped.
Well, no question about this. As you can see, this will go down as an own goal.
Well, I must say I'd have to go back quite a few years to remember the last time I covered a game with a scoreline of 5-4. Promising attack, this. And options in the centre. A wonderful intervention. Gives it a go. And they're still in with a shout. Thanks to the keeper just then.
And that's a really important save, but can they get back into this match? I'm not sure they can.
Played over. Appear to be in two minds. Not high quality defending. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them. Space afforded him. Can he finish them off? And the keeper comes to the rescue. They still have a chance.
Well, if they do get an equaliser, this goalkeeper has just pulled off a magnificent save.
So the corner played into the box. And just over the crossbar.
Well, good delivery and decent contact, but he just couldn't get over it, could he?
Für unseren heutigen Spieler des Tages, die Nummer 37, Roberto Pereira.
Well, the action is going to continue for a while yet. We will have 4 minutes of stoppage time. And in with a real chance. Oh, and it goes! Now he has his hat-trick. A special moment for him.
Well, as you can see, this was always coming. They've been piling on the pressure. It's a well-deserved goal.
Koita. Timing for you. What a challenge. And so the final whistle here. The visitors come out on top, Stuart.
Well, Derek, they were dominant in most aspects of the game.